Okay, so welcome everybody to our first Boom Zoom. Yes, we're going to be doing this every week on Thursday nights at 8:30 Central Time, 9:30 Eastern, 6:30 Pacific Time. So they will be recorded, and each week we're going to do something. We'll have different people come on and speak, and I'm really excited for getting this regular Zoom going. So it's been a while. We used to do these Thursday night calls every Thursday night for many, many years. We always had a team call. And then everybody started doing having the Zoom video conferences, and it was really cool, but everybody was doing Zooms. I mean, it was a Zoom here, Zoom there, Zoom everywhere, Zoom, 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 Zoom. And I just felt like, gosh, there's so many going on that, when does anybody have a chance to work or be with their family if they're all on all these different Zooms and everything? So I just kind of backed out of doing the calls and everything because people were doing their own thing. And anyhow, it's time to be back. Hey, Susie. Hey, Carissa. I see you guys. Hey, hey. So Susie and I were going to be coming to you live from probably the ladies' restroom at the Titans game, but it's pouring down rain, and we decided not to go. And so it's just as well, because I'm watching it on TV, and they're not even playing their first string players. And so it's like, to go sit in the rain, no way, we ain't doing that. So anyhow, so we just decided we came right back home and decided that this was the best course of action. So we've been watching from home. I see Sherry. Hey, Sherry. Hey, hey. All right. Oh, look, Susie's got Coco. Oh, is that Renee? Hey, Renee. Hey. Okay, so I've got another little devotional. You guys have most of you who know me for any length of time knows that I love the devotional called Jesus Calling. It's everyday devotions, and it's Jesus speaking to us each and every day. And I got another book that's the same author, but this one is called Jesus Always. And this is the book, Jesus Always. And it is about embracing joy in his presence. And I really feel like, that joy is a choice. I mean, it's like the Lord's been speaking to me lately about, joy comes in the morning. Joy is our strength. The joy of the Lord is our strength. And so, I had decided I would start reading out of the Jesus Always book. And today, August 30th, which today is my friend Marty's birthday, and if she happens to be watching this, happy birthday, Marty! Her and I are the same age. We're 3 weeks exactly to the day apart in age. But anyhow, today, August 30th, it says, this is Jesus talking to you guys now, okay? So listen to this closely. He says, I make your feet like the feet of a deer. I enable you to stand on the heights. I created deer with the ability to climb steep mountains with ease and to stand on the heights with confidence. Your trust in me can give you confidence to walk and make progress upon your high places of trouble, responsibility, or suffering. In other words, we can overcome. It's crucial to remember that you live in a world where your spiritual enemies never declare a truce. They're never going to give up. They are always going to keep pounding you and pounding and pounding and pounding. They are never going to give up. So you need to stay alert and be ready for battle. Unlike warriors with servants who help them put on their gear, you must make the effort to armor yourself each day. No matter what happens, I want you to be able to stand your ground. And after you have done everything, to be able to stand. When you're in the thick of battle, declare your trust in me, your confidence that I am with you, helping you. You may feel as if you're losing the battle, but don't give up. Hold tightly to my hand and just keep standing. This is victory. And as a reference, that Second Samuel chapter 22, verse 34, Habakkuk chapter 3, verse 19 in the Amplified Version, and Ephesians 6, 13. And I don't know if you guys saw, I made that post the other day about that word from the Lord that my mom had for me and for It Works as a company, and I claim it for our team as well. And, it was about, just not being, that we need to declare uh, the victory over things that are happening to us, and that God was doing these things, getting ready for us to go into the promised land. And let's say we've been kind of in a dry place for the last year and a half probably, but coming into 2018, some things started to shift. And then, wow, this month they are really shifting, in a month that typically is a very a slow month, because things start, school starts to come on, and we've gone through the summer and things always slow down through the summer. But this month, you guys, Mark showed a graft. We are changing the graft. I don't know about you guys, but have you been, have you looked to see, have you seen that you've got some stuff happening in your business? And if you don't see that anything's happening in your business, it's probably because you're just not out there making some things happen. And so I'm so encouraged to know that in order to get things back on track for you, you just need to start getting back on track. Start doing some things yourself. And I'm so excited. If you guys haven't seen Lauren Berryman's Zoom that we did on her host-a-post, she had fallen all the way down to an executive, and nothing was happening in her business. And in fact, she wasn't even excited about her business. She had gone through some very tough times, losing a baby, and it just does something to you when you go through a tragedy. And it takes a little while to come back from that. But she grabbed a hold of a training that happened in Nashville 3 weeks ago today. Actually, it happened on my birthday, August 9th, when Laurel Greider talked about the host-a-post. And it just clicked with Lauren. It was like when opportunity and timing and everything it comes together, it just clicks. And that clicked for her. And she made the decision to go after it. And y'all, in 3 weeks, she took her business from just barely qualifying an executive to diamond again in 3 weeks' time. She got 77 loyal customers, 9 distributors. And all she did was get excited and use those scripts. And, I myself have had a challenge with some of those scripts. I want to overthink them. I want to look at them and rearrange them and change them up. And because it's just like, that's not me. That's not me. But then I had to realize, oh my gosh, those scripts are working. They're working, and they work for those who just don't think about it. Just do it. I mean, if it's not comfortable for you to say, hey, boo, or hey, girl, or hey, whatever, do what's comfortable for you. But you could say, hey, friend, I got a quick question for you, So that, she just went after it. She totally went after it. And, she's working hard, but oh my gosh, y'all, would it be worth it to you to be on your phone, even if you're out and about with other people, if you have to look at your phone every so often to respond to somebody, while you're sitting there watching TV, can you not be working on your phone responding to people? you know, while the kids are asleep, can you not be responding to some people? You know, so it's a matter of making a decision and deciding, can I do that? You know, am I worth taking the time to do that? And I'd say, yes, you are. It depends on what you want out of this business. You know, if you are struggling, there is the answer. The answer is there. And people are beginning to get some life back into their business. I mean, we just came out with collagen. How many of y'all, I see a bunch of you, how many of you got your orders placed for collagen? I mean, y'all, that stuff is amazing. I can't believe I didn't do the fast shipping. I mean, duh. I was just so excited that I was able to get on and do my order. I just click, click, click. Yes, 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 yes. And I ordered 10 packs of those collagen packs. I was ready. I mean, I wanted 2 for me, 2 for Blair. And then the rest of them, I'm going to start selling samples like crazy, you know. And this stuff is amazing, y'all. I've been on it for a month. And one thing you have to understand, and this is so important, it's all about marketing. With this collagen, you're going to have people say, well, God, I can go on Amazon and buy it for, you know, $30. Ours is 39. Ours is 40. I'm sorry. Ours is 40. Well, what you have to make sure to do is, I will tell you this, our collagen is so good, and getting some of it in you is better than getting none of it in you. So even if you're only taking it once every other day, you're still going to get a good benefit. All right. So there's only 15 packs in there. Well, they did that in order to keep the price point affordable. If they put all 30 packs for you to be able to have a month's worth, it would be too expensive. I mean, there's expensive ingredients in the collagen. So we have to talk, when you're talking to people, you have to compare apples to apples. You cannot compare it to oranges. If you've got apples, you can't compare it to oranges. So you have to look, what product are they talking about? Most of them do not have all 5 sources of collagen. Ours has all 5 sources. It's type 1, type 2, type 3, type 5, and type 10. That's it. That's all the types of collagen there are. 1, 2, 3, 5, and 10. Most collagens on the market only have 1 or 2 types of the collagen. They don't have all 5. If they have all 5, then they're going to be a little bit more expensive. Also, too, a lot of those collagen products, even if it's $30 for their collagen, they come with a great big scoop, and most of those recommend 2 to 3 scoops a day. So when that happens, their product just went up in price, because that is only going to last them a week. Okay? That's going to last them a week. Now, my understanding is on the packaging, which I have not gotten my collagen yet, but on my old, where's my, I thought I had yeah, here it is. All I had was this little piece of paper right here, and it did not tell. It says, for a delicious burst of inner radiance, add 1 packet of powder to 8 fluid ounces of water or your favorite hot or cold beverage once or twice a day. All right, so when they say once or twice a day, if you start promoting that you're taking it twice a day, guess what? Your price just went up. So I would highly recommend that you just continue to talk about it being once a day. If you decide yourself you want to take it twice a day, then do that. But I would not be promoting taking it twice a day. This is all about marketing, guys. Promote it that once a day is going to give you the benefit. Once every other day is going to give you the benefit, okay? It's better than not having anything. So be really smart in how you promote that, because you don't want people saying, well, this one says you can take it twice a day, and so does this other one that's $30. It's $10 cheaper, and they say twice a day. So I hope y'all can understand what I'm saying about that. Keep it to once a day or once every other day, and you should be fine. And then again, comparing what ours has in it compared to others. And then again, there's going to be people, it doesn't matter what you say, they're not going to try yours. They're going to stick with whatever's the cheapest. I mean, we just can't counter every objection. All we can do is try to educate. So, but you got to feel good about it. You have to feel good about this product. And if you don't try it, you're not going to know how good it is. I mean, seriously, y'all, it is an immediate, within the first week of taking the collagen, you're going to see a difference. You're going to see a difference in your skin, in your wrinkles. If you have wrinkles, I mean, I got wrinkles, but they're going away. I'm telling y'all, I went to the fair last week, and those people that guess your age, I was like, oh, I'm going to try this. Okay. And the girl was so confident. She was like, I'm going to get, she goes, I'm really good at what I do. And I said, okay. I said, I'm curious to see what you got for me. What do you think I am? And she wrote it down, and she talked to some other people out in the crowd, and they agreed. They looked at me and they were like, yeah, you got her. Well, she showed me at being 52 years old, and I'm 63. So 11 years, and I think it's the collagen plus the facial wraps and all the other good It Works products that we've been on. I've been on for 13 years. Don't tell me these products don't work. They work. So I was so totally excited that she had to give me a prize, and it was a green teddy bear. I was like, yes, I got a green teddy bear. Yay. So, y'all, don't let people pull your chain on our products, any of our products. We have amazing products. Even when people quit our business, they still get the products. I mean, have you seen that? Have you seen people still want to be your customer, even though they've left the company and they've gone somewhere else? That's unheard of in network marketing. Most of the time, I mean 9.5 times out of 10, when somebody leaves a company, they never want to buy that product again. They only bought it because they had to. And here we got people that still are customers with us, even though they've gone to another company. That speaks volumes about our products. Okay. So, I mean, I'm thrilled with the collagen. Collagen, do your homework, you guys. Go online and Google the benefits of collagen so that you know what you're talking about. And you can sell those at least $5 a pack. I would do them the same price that you do the coffee. We've got coffee that you can sell and make keto coffee cash. You can make energy cash. You can make collagen cash. I mean, you can make wrap cash. There's no reason why you can't be making money, but you've got to get out and let people know you've got these products. You can, wear the shirts, wear what it says about keto, where people are asking you about keto. You can, make sure that you're always carrying something. That we've got the keto coffee little carafe thing that when people say, what is that keto thing or whatever, make sure that you're always telling people when they go, ooh, $5 for a cup. And they go, it's cheaper than Starbucks. You go to Starbucks and you go get their bulletproof coffee, it's going to cost you $6. And here you've got the convenience of being able to just tear open the packet and add your water to it. So learn the benefits, learn why our products are so good. And again, don't forget about the wraps, you guys. Once people are losing weight, they're going to need to wrap. And our wrap is still an amazing product. And you've got to make sure that you know that it's amazing. And if you're not still using the wraps, then you need to rethink that. You should be wrapping very consistently, at least once a week, and being able to have your results. I would still take measurements because the tape measure doesn't lie. Dr. Don has always said that. And if you have an appointment with somebody and you're getting that wrap on somebody, I would always hand the tape measure over to them and just say, hey, while I'm getting this ready, go ahead and take a couple of measurements. one around your belly button, and then scoot it down a little bit and take one couple of inches below your belly button. They don't have to do all 3 measurements. I mean, we used to have measurements down to a science, but we don't need to do that anymore. The main thing is that they see the benefit. They see that they actually lost, because sometimes you can't tell on a picture. So, you just want to make sure that you are getting the products in front of people. If you've lost rank, you can get your rank back with volume. And if you're brand new, you guys, you can get to the ranks by getting customers, because you're going to find out of people that you are getting this product in their hands, they're going to fall in love with it, and they may sign up first as a customer. But if they love the product and you service them well and you take care of them and you follow up and you get their questions answered, make sure they had a good experience with the product, then they're going to be, if they're looking for an opportunity, they are going to want to join you. Some of the best distributors were customers first. Okay? And along that line, I'm going to tell you what, somebody else, and I'm going to catch her off guard, but I see her. She's here. She's right there. Yep, she's looking at me. I see her looking at me. I'm going to get Tina Hatcliffe on here, because this is another one that's been killing it. She got back. Oh my gosh, y'all. Tina's had some rough, tough times too. And last year, and I hope she doesn't mind me saying, but last year she was so covered up with things going on with her mother, taking care of her mother. And her business really got put on the back burner. But she still had people that were working their businesses. But the magic, when you are the magic, sometimes in your group, it suffers when you're not there. And so Tina's business had suffered. But y'all, she has taken this keto thing to a whole nother level, and she's killing it. And she got her diamond back on her 2.0 spot. And I mean, just boom, boom. And she will take this and get everything back that she was, where she was and beyond. So Tina, I want you to kind of talk about that a little bit, because Tina's been out. Y'all, she's been gone almost every single weekend doing these shows and doing the booths with the coffee. So yes, there's Bubba. Hey, Bubba. So Tina, I just totally surprised her. She had no idea I was going to ask her to be on here. But I want you to share, Tina.
Oh my goodness. If I'd known I was going to be interviewed, y'all, I probably would have put some makeup on and been a little prettier for y'all. But I've been sitting here working all afternoon. How crazy. Oh my goodness, y'all. I just tell everybody, we all had life in our business. I'm so happy for Lauren. I'm so happy for everything going on with our entire organization, Mel. It just blows me away. But for 2 years, y'all, it was really tough. And when we got the new keto line in the fall, it's like everything we tell you all the time. You have to try the product, or you've got to be a product of the product. We say it every day. So I was very doubtful. I have to be honest, because I didn't like coffee, and really, you're going to lose weight doing this. I don't know much about keto, but my coffee came, and because it was coffee before we got the creamer, I gave it a try, just like y'all got to do with everything we get. You got to give it a try. So I drank it, and I'm like, I can taste the coffee, but you know what? I've been with this company 11 years, and they're on to something, and we've got to keep on trying. So second day, I forgot what it tasted like, and I went for Focus. It was so crazy good what I got done that Bubba actually asked me if I was on crack that day. I was like, what the heck are you saying? But y'all, the Focus was amazing. Third day, I was hooked. Couple of months into this, I dropped 15 pounds, and I went, you know what? Product of the product. I got a call and said, you want to do an expo? And I decided to get back out there. That's the strength that brought me to Ambassador in the beginning. And I knew I loved to be around people. I had not been very happy with social media because it just wasn't working for me. In 2 years of really putting time into it, it was not where I was going with it. But I'm going to tell y'all, we were doing it wrong during those 2 years in many ways. So don't think that it won't work for you now, because it can work for you now. But I got out And I was very determined to see what was going on out there. And y'all, everywhere we went, we blew it away. And I've done quite a few shows this year, and only one of them really was not good. So I'm just going to tell you, when your gut tells you that maybe that's not a good show, or you're not sure, ask me or Mel. We'll give you our 2 cents worth. You can get out in front of people for zero amount of money right now, and you can sell this stuff, and you can get customers, and you can get distributors. The easy way to do it, y'all, is sip and sample. And I'm telling you, even if you're building on social media, they haven't tried it. You still got to teach them how to use it. It's very important. But I just get out, whether I'm home or I'm out in front of people, I am letting them try the coffee. And then I'm also adding the chocolate greens to the coffee. One of the tips that I'm telling you there is you're going to upsize your order, because that allows you quickly to let them try 2 of your sizzle products. You don't have to go anywhere else and waste time. Your follow-up can get them to the other products. Get them trying the coffee, find out if they like it, find out if they like chocolate. And we are getting customers like, it's crazy. I've just, in all of my years of this business, and me and Mel literally built everything from expos. I don't think we have ever in the lifetime of this business brought home so many customers that we're so excited that residual is going to be different, y'all, this time. It's already totally different. That's why our numbers are exploding. We went out 3 months ago. We got people, they still like the coffee. They're still using it. In the old days, we started them on wraps. The next month, defining gel. The next month, fat fighters. The 4th month, they were gone. It's not like that now, y'all. So different and fun. I've not had this much fun in years. So, yes, I was out there working. If y'all don't know what 2.0 means, is when you get ambassador, then Mark offered us a new spot to just, so we would work hard. So we'd have some new goals. That's what it was all about. And many of us jumped in there when he first gave it to us a couple of years ago, and we got it to the position, like I got to diamond. But because it wasn't fun, and because we didn't have that sizzle product the way people were looking at that time, we couldn't maintain it, and it all crashed. So getting back in, I went back to executive. I went to Ruby. I went to Emerald, and I have to share this, Mel. I don't even know if you read what happened to me last month.
I did.
Oh my gosh, y'all!
It's such a god.
I was so close to diamond last month with that 2.0, y'all, and I literally typed in and ordered it to make myself diamond. And my gut just told me, you know what? I didn't need the title. I was just so excited with what had happened to everybody else. And I turned around and I canceled it. My gut said, don't do it that way. It's going to happen anyway. You got an amazing team. Everything is growing on its own. Y'all, I canceled that order. And then Mark came back and told the 2.0s we could have the bonus that y'all got. And when he did this month, my 2.0, it just happened on its own, even early to diamond. I hit the bonus. We're so close right now to the second one. My team, oh my gosh, I love y'all, because without you, without our entire, everybody on here, we are nothing without y'all. But I hope what Mel's saying and what I've just said puts it in your heart. You got something big. And for someone to be in, I'm past my 10 years, y'all. I'm right at 11 right now, and Melody's at 13, I think. Mm-hmm. Y'all, for 2 people like this that's been in the company this long and be so excited as we are, I hope you can take a piece of that with you, if nothing else, and know you have your hands in the right place, the right thing. My biggest tip is get that collagen. If you've not tried the coffee and you think it's because you don't like, you've got to try these products, because that's what sells it. We are not a car salesman. We're not a person selling something. We are sharing what we feel and what we see, and we get, as Mel said, so crazy freaking excited. Oh my goodness.
I love it. I love it. Well, I'm so proud of you, Tina. I'm telling you, it has been a long time coming. And yes. I'm just so proud of you. Y'all are going to be seeing Tina Hatcliffe on stage. She used to be on stage all the time, but now she's going to be on stage. And along with some of our other leaders here, with Susie, Carissa, just some of these other leaders that are on here Melinda. We're going to be seeing a lot of our people. We are the dark horses, you guys. We are the dark horses. And, because we really and truly, you guys, our team has been, we're not in the story of the tortoise and the hare, we're not the hare. We've been typically been the tortoise, but we've been steady, 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 and we've been consistent and all. But now that perfect storm coming together where things are going to start accelerating, where that dark horse is going to sweep past the grandstands where nobody saw him coming, and we're just going to go up there. I mean, I'm looking at Alejandra and her team, Ashley Carrington. Is that Ashley I see there? But, they are on fire. That team's on fire. Jeree and their team is on fire. Stacy Holwiger's on fire. Everybody, you guys, is on fire. Susan Wade's team's on fire. All of our leaders are on fire right now. And you watch and see how many are going to just start blowing people's minds with their pay. Their checks are going to go up. They're going to have some stage time. They're going to be seeing a whole lot of this team. And, I'm just really, really excited for what's coming. That word that the Lord gave my mom was that he's, it's coming. Our breakthrough is coming. And he brought us through this wilderness that we've all been in for the last couple of years because he had to do that to separate the wheat from the chaff. And if you don't know what that is, it's getting rid of the bad so that the good can live and that the good can thrive. And I'm not saying that people that left were bad people. I'm not saying that. So don't hear me wrong on that. But what I'm saying is they just weren't fitting our culture. They just weren't who our company really is deep down. They might have been for a little bit on the surface, but deep down, they were, because if they were, they wouldn't leave. They would have still continued working their business. And also, I don't want you to be distracted by anything. When you see that an ambassador has left, don't even give it a second thought. The only ones you should be concerned about if they leave is Joel and Stephanie Dunn, Denise and Brandon Walsh, Blair and Mel, Tina and Bubba. If you see those people leave, then yeah, I would say you probably need to worry about what's going on. But when you see us standing, steadfast and staying true to this company, why are we still here after all these years? Look at Susie and Melinda. They've been on board for many years as well. We've got a lot of people that have been on this journey with us for a long time. Why would they still be here if there wasn't something to this? So if you're brand new, you guys realize that it takes time to build a huge business. This week was 3 years ago on August the 28th, 2 days ago, 3 years ago, Blair and I moved into our dream home here on the lake. And we lived in a little 2,500 square foot house. And, we never had anything. I mean, we were just, broke as broke could be. And we just barely made ends meet. And Blair worked all the time. And, thanks to Jeff and Susie, they introduced us to our first network marketing company back in 1990 when we were 34. We were 34 years old. That's young, y'all. That's so young. And here I thought we were old at the time, but no, that was so young. We were just babies, but we got introduced to the idea of a dream, of having a dream. And, there's just something about life. When you're a little kid, it's easy to dream. People ask you, well, what do you want to do when you grow up? You want to be back in my day, I wanted to be a stewardess. I think they call them flight attendants now, but I was going to be a stewardess, or, somebody wants to be a fireman or a doctor or a policeman or whatever, and then we get we get out of school and you go and get a job, and all of a sudden those dreams just kind of disappear. They get put up on a shelf. You start living in the reality of day-to-day life. And unless somebody comes along that gives you this little spark of hope that says, well, join me. Let's go chase our dreams together. Let's go do that. And that's what Jeff and Susie did for Blair and I in 1990. And, we were not financially successful in that first network marketing company, but we did get a lot of self-development. We became better people. We became better parents. We started reading books that we would have never read. Think and Grow Rich, How to Win Friends and Influence People, becoming a successful leader. There are so many books out there that you should just be devouring. Whether you're reading them or listening to them on audio, you should be filling yourself full of these success principles and things like that, because when it's time, you're going to need those. You're going to need that success. Ignorance on fire will only get you so far, and you can get a pretty good ways just being excited and being ignorant about what you got your hands on. And I don't mean that in a bad way. I mean ignorant meaning you just don't know any different, but yet you're excited and you're sharing this. But after a little while, if you're going to build a team, you're going to need to know some people skills. And so for us, all those years, we were in that one company for 10 years. And then the next 5 years later, we were in a couple of other things that never took off for us financially. So in 2005, it had been 15 years that Blair and I had been chasing our dream. We never gave up on it. And we knew that if we would be consistent and if we just didn't give up, and if we could find the right thing, that we would be successful. And sure enough, that was 28 years ago. In January of this year, 2018, it was 28 years ago that that dream ignited in us. And it was 25 years ago that we finally realized one of those dreams was that dream home. Took us 25 years, you guys. So if you're not getting the success you want, you've only been in for a month, come on. Come on. Let's get real. What if it took you 10 years and it works to develop an income where you are making $10,000 a month, which is about the average as a triple diamond between triple and presidential? What if it took you 10 years to do that? Would it be worth it? If is what you're doing now to make a living ever going to get you to a place where you're making 10, 15, 20,000 a month? Ever? If not, then you got to make that decision in your mind. First of all, do you believe you can do it here? And second of all, do you believe you can do it? Okay, so there's two different things. One is, do you believe that you can make that kind of money and it works? That you as a normal person could actually do that, then anybody could come in and make that kind of money. Versus, do you believe you can do it? Not that the company could make that kind of, do you hear what I'm saying? There's a difference. There's a difference in believing that, yes, there are people that are getting in and they're making that kind of money with this company. But do you believe you can do it? Because if you don't believe you can do it, then you're going to struggle. But that's okay. You don't have to believe you can do it. As long as you have the desire to want to do it, the belief will catch up as you start to have a little bit more success. But you have an upline who believes in you. And if you just be willing to be coachable and teachable, then we can help you get to whatever dream it is you want. So don't let anybody say, oh, you're just a dreamer. Well, yeah, I mean, what else is there to think about? Constantly thinking about how broke you are? Let's think about what you could do. Let's think about the possibilities. A great book to read if you have not read this book. It's The Lion Chaser. Chase the Lion. That's the name of it. Chase the Lion. Get that book and read it. Chase the Lion. And it will just expand your mind. But once your mind has been expanded, it will never go back. It will never go back. And you will not be satisfied until you have accomplished what it is you wanted out of this business or any business or anything in life that you're doing. Because when Blair and I got introduced to that first network marketing company, Susie dropped off a cassette tape. If y'all know what that is, I don't know. Some of you may not even know what that is, but it was a little cassette. You popped it in your car, you popped it in your little tape player, and you listened to it. And that tape opened up mine and Blair's mind to the possibility of what if. And it got us dreaming. It got us thinking. It posed the question, what if you had all the money and you had all the time to go with it? What would you do? Where would you go? What would you have? We'd never thought like that. I mean, yeah, sure. We'd say one of these days we're gonna have a nicer house, or one of these days we're gonna drive a really nice car, but we didn't know how. I mean, it was just a wish. It was just a wish. So that got us thinking, what if we really could have our dreams? What if we really could travel the world? What if we really could retire Blair from his company? He was in construction. You know, what if we really, really could? And then we started going to open houses. And that changed everything, you guys. Going and looking at the cars that we wanted to have, sitting in them. And like Pam Souter says, you got to lick the leather. Get in those cars and go lick the leather. I licked the leather of an S63 AMG Mercedes car back in 2013. And by golly, I got one in 2015. And we're talking about a $160,000 car. Boom. You know, but if I hadn't sat in that car and hadn't driven it and hadn't licked that leather, I don't know that wouldn't have gotten down inside of me. Do you hear what I'm saying? So you got to get that dream down inside of you. You got to be able to see it, smell it, taste it, whatever it is. You know, 3 years ago was 25 years. So like 26 years ago, 27 years ago, Blair and I went to a parade of homes here in the neighborhood that we live in today. And it was the first phase of the houses that were going into this subdivision, which is over here. It's called Fairview Plantation. It's a beautiful subdivision on the lake. And these big multi-million-dollar homes, we went through all those homes. I believe Jeff and Susie were with us. Probably Melinda was with us. But we went through those houses and we were dreaming. And there was one house that I just fell in love with. And I told Blair, I said, note to self, when we have our dream home, I want these floors. When we walked into this one house, there were these gorgeous, beautiful redwood floors. I didn't even know what kind of wood it was. Blair didn't know what kind of wood it was. And he asked the builder, because, you know, when they have these parade of homes, they have the builders there and the real estate agents and stuff. So the builder happened to be there, and Blair asked him, what kind of floors are these? And he goes, oh, these are Brazilian cherry. So note to self, when I have my dream home, I'm going to have Brazilian cherry wood floors. And then as we went through, I saw where they had the built-in ironing board. And it was in the wall. And all you had to do is open the door and it came down. And it was just so cool. I said, note to self, when I have my dream home, I'm going to have me one of those fold down ironing board things that go up in the wall. Then it had an elevator. Note to self, when we have our dream home, I'm going to have an elevator in it. you know, everything that we saw in that dream home, we wrote that down and made a note to ourselves that that's what we wanted. And we kept that kind of in our spirit. It went into our spirit, and it was like it got set into motion 25, 26 years ago when we were at this parade of homes. And at the end of the tour, we got the information on the builder, and the builder was Botsko Builders. And so I grabbed up all their information, and I am sure it's in a box in my other house that I still own, that we left, that we moved from. I still own that house. It's paid for thanks to It Works, but I'm sure it's in a box in the attic. But I collected all the paperwork on that house and that builder, and I told Blair, I said, when we have our dream home, I want Mark Botsko to build our dream home. Okay, so that got set into motion. And so Blair and I, in 2015, we were going to be building our own dream home. We bought 9 acres of land. We had already had the plans, and we just kept running up against roadblocks here and there. And I mean, it was just like obstacle after obstacle after obstacle that, you know, we're like, gosh, are we even supposed to build this house? And by a series of events, Blair ended up seeing a house down on the end of the street here that he saw it from the lake. We had been at some friends of ours' house, and he saw that house from the lake, and it had the finish on it like what we were going to do with the house that we were going to build. And he ended up finding his way over to this neighborhood driving, because he saw it from the lake, so he had to kind of figure out where it was. And Blair and I came, and it was our 10-year anniversary with It Works on the day that we found that house. And as we were leaving, we came around, we're on this peninsula, and as we were leaving, we came around the other side from where we had come in, and we saw this house. And we saw that it had a for sale sign on it. So we made an appointment to come the very next day. What the heck, just to check it out, because it was on the lake and it's some beautiful homes back here. Well, as we walked in, we saw the lake, just a beautiful view of the lake, and we're like, oh my gosh, look at this. So as we walked into the den and the kitchen, I looked at Blair, I said, Blair, look at those floors. That's those floors. And he was like, oh my gosh. And then as we looked in the laundry room, there's my fold down ironing board out of the wall and the elevator. And I was like, look, it's the elevator. Oh my gosh, look. And everything we saw in the house, we loved it. And we said, who is the builder of this house? Mark Botsko was the builder of this house, you guys. That was 25, 26 years ago that we set that dream into motion. And I'm telling you, if you have a dream, you need to set it into motion. You need to claim it. You need to talk about it. You need to put it up, because you have the vehicle that will get you your dreams. You know, I look at Tina, she's sitting in her dream home. You know, that bought and paid for by It Works. You know, they live in a beautiful house out on 28 acres in Bubba Wood, all because of It Works. You know, so you guys, you have your hands on the vehicle that will do it for you. And we are going to a place that I believe, when Mark says we are going to be that $1 billion brand, we are going to be a $1 billion brand. And in order for the company to be a $1 billion company, we need to be making a lot of money, right? We'll be making a lot of money. Lots of money. Lots and lots of money. There's that old song, I love money, lots and lots of money. I want the pie in the sky. And I'm not saying the love of money, you guys. You know, it's okay to have money. It's when you put money above everything else. But look at the choices that it gives you. And I'm not talking about just material things. I'm talking about being able to give, being able to have more than enough, so that you can give out of your abundance, to be able to look at the world in a different way, to know that you've got something that's powerful that you can set into motion, that not only are you going to benefit, but look at the people, the ripple effect of the people that you're going to bring in who are going to bring in people who are going to bring in people. Okay? So, with all that being said, I'm just saying, you better define your dream, figure it out. What do you want? And then get to work. Now's the time, you guys. We are in momentum big time. For August to be the biggest month all year long, when typically our biggest months are February, March, April, May, this month is turning out to be bigger than all of those. And it's not going to stop. With these products, like Tina was saying, we're getting customers who are going to continue to order. And you need to be making sure you're taking care of your customers. Okay? So I think I've said enough for tonight. Join us next Thursday night. Tina and I are going to be in Lubbock, Texas at Ashley Sinclair's house with a bunch of ambassadors, and it's going to get crazy. And I'll bet that we're going to be able to at least get a few people on that Zoom to speak into your life and to give you encouragement. Okay? So I love you guys. Thank y'all for joining us tonight. And we will see you next week. And finish strong, you guys. You got tomorrow. Get this thing. Get your goals. Just keep going for it. Don't give up. Don't give up till the very last minute. And at the very last minute, if you didn't make it, turn around and set that goal again and start right back into work September 1st. Okay? I love you guys. Mwah.